Okay, welcome everybody to the first, I think it is the first well-being event of the Nigerian Society of Victoria. We must give them credit for organizing that, because one of the things that we tend to forget, especially people from Nigeria, I don't know about that, but we tend to forget that we have to pay attention to our health and well-being. We spend a lot of time chasing money, but forget that if you're not healthy, it doesn't work. But before we start, I want to just pick a few points and you can ask questions and then we can take it from there. Whenever you start, anybody here who has done yoga before? Anything? No? Okay, you've done some good. Young man, you can join us too. Come. No? Okay, stay there. Okay. One of the things we always advise people who want to start yoga or any fitness regime is that if you're going to do it continuously, it's good to consult your doctor to make sure that there are no complications, that what you're doing is right. I can guarantee you that what we're going to do, the doctor is going to say yes. But it's still good to consult your doctor and check with him, just to make sure I have all the announcements right. Another thing that we tend to do, I've been doing this yoga for a long time. I mean, I've forgotten when I started, but I think it's something like 1980 when I started doing yoga. And in that time, I've met people who wanted me to teach them yoga before I became a certified yoga teacher, even before that, people say, oh, teach us and teach them. One mistake that people make all the time is that when they are very busy with work, they say, oh, let me leave this yoga and then come back when I finish. No, you need to be consistent. That time when you think that you are too busy, you are too much pressure, that's when you need it. It helps you get over that pressure or that stress. So we need to be consistent. It's not something you do, okay, let me do, and then, not like you do binge drinking. You go once a week, you go and do 2 hours of yoga. No. Whether it is yoga or gym, you need to be consistent. A few minutes a day, every day, is more effective than 2 hours over the weekend or 3 hours twice a week. That consistency is more important. Find time, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes every day is very important for you. And then most of the people who I've met in my yoga journey want to take yoga as part of a weight management regime. And if you're doing yoga as part of weight management, then I have good news and bad news. There is no exercise regime alone that is enough for weight management. You have to go with diet or nutrition. And there's no nutrition regime alone that will work without exercise. You need both of them. You need an exercise routine. I happen to know yoga. The other business people can do. And a nutrition routine. You have to pay attention to your nutrition and also exercise. They go hand in hand. Now, this event is on wellness or well-being. And it's good to have a few definitions for us to start going. And I just extracted a few things. There's no lecture, don't worry about this paper. It's good to go away now. It says wellness is the act of practicing healthy habits on a daily basis to attain better physical and mental health outcomes, so that instead of just surviving, you're thriving. So it's daily basis, physical and mental well-being, and practicing the activity regularly. There's another definition that says is the active pursuit of activities, choices, and lifestyles that lead to a state of holistic health. So that's what wellness is about. So you can see why some of us have stayed with it the whole of our lives. Now, talk about health. WHO says that health is a state of complete physical, mental, and social well-being, and not merely the absence of disease or infirmity. So there are things we have to know. You have to have intention to do it. You have to make the choice, and you have to be continuous. And then you see the result. One other thing I will say before we get to the maths and start doing yoga is that in yoga, there is no competition. Don't look at the person next to you and say, oh, if she can do it, then I can do it. No. You will listen to your body. And there's even no competition with it. You don't set milestones for it. Oh, I have to be able to do this in 2 months. No. I've been doing this since 1980. There are some exercises I still cannot do now. But it does not stop me from getting the full benefits of the yoga. And in the classes I've taught, there are people who can do one thing and who cannot do something. Everybody wants to do a headstand. Oh, I want to do headstand to know that I've been doing yoga. There are people who have been teaching yoga for more than 10 years, they cannot do headstand. But they're not losing anything. And still, there's one particular lady who came to the class. The first day she saw the headstand, she do like the children, she was standing on her head.
She was standing on her head?
Immediately, just saw the steps, did that. People have been doing it for 5 years and couldn't do it, but she came like just to and she said. But what I'm saying is that don't look at what the other person can do. Some things you can do, the other person cannot do it. Something the other person can do, you cannot do it. That's one. So when we start, it's important for you to listen to your body. No matter what I say here, the most important instructor is your body. If I tell you to touch your toes, and your body allows you to touch your knees, just ignore me, touch your knees.
Thank you.
Just ignore me. And I'll tell you why. If I tell you to touch your toes, I want you to stretch the muscles in the posterior of your body, from there to there. And if you go this way, this is how your body allows you to go, then you are stretching those muscles. Someone who can touch his or her toes will not be stretching the muscles if they stop here. But if you cannot go beyond this one, if you try to go here, you hurt yourself. So that's why I say listen to your body. And also, some of the things you can do today, you may not be able to do it tomorrow. So some days your body may be more flexible, or even one side of the body may be more flexible than the other side of the body. That's okay. It's normal. So listen to your body. And what we are trying to do in this session is to do very simple things. I'm not going to do any advanced things. We're not going to stand on your head, so don't worry about that. Nothing advanced. We're going to simple things that I hope you will remember to continue on your own practice. As I said, that should be every day. Even if it's 15 minutes or 30 minutes, but try and find time every day. The advantage of yoga is that you don't need any equipment. The only equipment you need is your body and your will to do it. And there's no space to put a mat down. If you don't have a mat, just go to the carpet somewhere. It helps if you have a particular mat, because once you see it, your mind tunes to yoga. It also helps if you have a particular corner in the house. But once you get there, your body is ready for it. But if you don't have anywhere, my colleagues in Ethiopia where I was working, remember when we were going from Addis Ababa to Tunisia for a conference? And then we got to, I think it was Cairo, and there was a long layover. I just went to the corner there, sat there in the business lounge and started doing yoga. Because there's enough space. All you need is enough space for you to stretch. So having said that, what we're going to do, I'm going to be borrowing things from two systems of yoga. I'm trained as a Shivananda teacher. That's my main training. Shivananda is, you know how there are so many types of yoga now. They name it after the original guru from India who brought it out to the West. So I'm training the Shivananda system. That's set all over the world. But over time, I've taken other trainings, and the last one I took was the Drew Yoga for Back Care. And there are things I've brought from that Drew Yoga that is easier for beginners. So I'm going to bring that for the activation, then do a few stretches. Most of my students like to work on the core, especially this place. But you cannot work on this alone, start working on the whole band. So I do things for the core. So let's start. Like I say, it's very simple. Just stand in a position that your feet are hip width apart. Let's just go straight down, not this way or this way. Just find it, go straight down. Hip width apart. And then just stand. Now, usually when we stand, toes tend to point to the side. See if you can get it to point straight forward, straight in front. And then just close your eyes for a moment and try to make a connection with the ground you're standing. And I guess this is a good time for us to say that we acknowledge the original owners of the land we are standing on, where we're doing this thing. Their elders, past and emerging, and we respect them. The land is always theirs and will always be theirs. We also respect our own elders because we come from a culture where elders are respected. So just try and close your eyes and connect with the ground where you're standing. Feel that connection. Now mentally go to your toes. Put your attention on your toes and move up from there. Come up to your ankles. Mentally come up to your knees. Start traveling up your body. We get to the hips. Now move up to the chest, to the throat, and then to the top of the head. Now pay attention to the breathing. And as you breathe in and out, mentally observe the movement of your tummy with the breathing. I'm not going to tell you right, or just observe how it's moving as you breathe. When you breathe in, does your tummy expand or contract? Just observe it. And when you breathe out, which way does it go? Now open your eyes. Let's continue. Now, breathing is a very important part of yoga. There are sometimes we sit down and have a session of just breathing, but today we're going to try and combine breathing with the things we are doing. It's very important. Now you notice that some of you will have noticed that when you started breathing in, the abdomen expands. And when we breathe out, it contracts. Others, when they breathe in, they tend to pull in. And when they breathe out, it pushes out. If you're one of those, try to be conscious of it anytime. It doesn't matter what you do, just try to be conscious and observe your breathing. Because when you breathe in, if you use the lungs, the diaphragm is supposed to push down to expand this cavity. When the diaphragm pushes down, it's supposed to push the tummy out. That's the natural way to breathe. But many times when you are anxious, you freeze. The doctor says, breathe in, you pull this in. So if that happens, you just, it's not a big deal, just try to, anytime you remember, just be conscious and whatever you're doing, try to pay attention, see where's the abdomen going when I'm breathing in and out. As you start observing it, to come to a time when you start changing and breathing the natural way of expanding when you're breathing in and contracting when you're breathing out. But don't force it, it will happen once you start observing it whenever you remember. Okay, let's start with a simple one. Stand in that position, put the hands down, and just start shaking the hands. Shake it in such a way that the shaking will ripple from the tips of the fingers to the shoulders. You want to feel that shake. And as you shake, you find that you're already feeling as if you're lifting weights. You know those people who go and lift weight in the gym, you're already exercising the muscles here. And those are some of the places where when we start losing fitness, they start being flabby. So this is one place where let's work on them. Shake, shake, let's flog the hands, flog them. Flog it, flog. Okay, now let's do something more. Let's take the hands up, and as you breathe out, you bend your knees and okay, try again. In and out. In and out. In and out. In and out. Okay, now let's rest on that one. You see that you're already feeling exercise. Okay, now let's do another thing. This may be challenging and we don't have any chairs, but see if you can. We would like to see if we can bring one leg up and start shaking that leg. If you need to hold a chair, you can bring a chair and hold on to it. Just shaking the leg, feel the toes shaking. You want to feel that. You can start with somebody and hold each other. Can support each other if you need to. Okay, let's kick this way. Good. Kick it. Hold somebody. Support each other. Support each other. Yeah, do that. Kick. Okay, good. Okay, now let's do the other leg. Okay, the other leg. Okay, start shaking it. Shake. Feel free to support each other. If there's a chair, hold on to a chair or a wall. And shake it. Let's kick it again. Let's kick here. Good. Okay, good. You see, yoga is easy, right? Okay? And this is something you can do anytime you remember. It works this place and this place. Now let's do something else. In yoga, the spine is very important. we say that you are as young as your spine is flexible. So we have things that work on the spine. So we're going to try and do a little spinal rotation, which also work the lower back. People who have back problems need to have things that will make the back muscles moving. In the old days, you need to go and have a bed rest. That's gone. You need to have an active exercise for the back. So we're going to start gentle back movement, also with some spinal rotation. But remember, only as your body allows you today. But this is so simple. What I'm going to do, I'm going to start slapping my hips this way and turning back, looking at back. And you find that that simple movement is really activating the back muscles and the spine. Okay? We want to turn back. Good. So next time someone says that yoga is difficult, tell them no, there are some easy ones you can do. Okay, now let's bring the hands up to the shoulders. Slap the shoulder this way. Still the same thing. You want to look back so that you get the spinal rotation. And you can lift your heel up if the heel needs to lift. You can allow the heel to lift up. Allow it to stop. Good. Okay. Good. Okay, good. Now let's from that. You see? How's that? Okay, good. Okay, now let's, another thing, this time we're still working on the same spine and back muscles. We're going to bring in more of the side this time. Let's start, just a simple windmill swing. Try this way, come down, no, this way, no, the other way, change, no, change direction, change, change direction, this way. No, the other way, change, the other way. Good, yeah, good. Now you're doing it, good, excellent. Okay, you see that swinging, you feel the sides are stretching. Okay, now let's increase the stretch, but remember, only as far as your body allows you to do. I'm going to now bend my knees. When I do, I'm going to now slow down, go down this way, and come up this way. Good. And let's do it with the out breath. You breathe out, breathe out, breathe out, breathe out. Bend your knees. I want you to bend your knees. But only as far as your body allows you to go today. I want to see the knees bending. Out. Remember the breathing. Breathe out. Okay. Now let's wait. Okay.
Those muscles that are stiff. The stiff muscles.
Okay. Anytime we're doing something and you feel your body says enough, just slow down. You can sit down and rest and join us again. So remember, anytime your body complains, listen to your body. That's the most important instructor, not me. Your body. Listen to your body. Okay, one more activation. This time, allow your feet to separate, not too wide, just comfortable distance apart. You can stand across your mat. You can turn your mat this way. Allow your feet to separate. Good. Now I'm going to lean forward. Okay, now I'm going to point my hand diagonally across to the floor. Just pointing diagonally across to the floor. Watch me. Watch this way. This one goes there. It goes there. Yeah. Excellent. That's it. Yeah. Good. Okay. Once we get that going, I want you to soften your knees and do it on the out breath. Breathe out. Breathe out. Let your knees be soft and allow the knees to bend anyhow necessary so that your hand keeps getting closer to the floor. I want you to keep going lower. So the knees have to be relaxed and softened, and it can bend as necessary so that your hand gets closer to the floor. Until eventually you can actually tap on the floor. See, you can tap on the floor, on the out breath, tap. And when you tap one hand on the floor, raise your hand up and look up on that side. Tap and look up on the other side. Hands up, the other hand up,
Right hand up. On the out breath, remember the breathing helps you. Out. 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 Out.
Okay. Okay. Let's stand up. Let's stand up. Let's stand up. Good. Good.
Someone is dying. You should hear this man. I think from now on, that's what you are going to be doing in my house.
Now, you see, these are simple things that you can remember, but every time you do only as far as your body allows you today. Okay. Now, okay, let's bring the feet together again. Not together, but mounting. Come straight. Keep it apart. Keep it apart. A little closer. Good. No, a little closer. There. Okay. Now, remember I said that most people who want weight management will have to work on this band. So I'm going to have us stretch the side. I'm going to have us stretch it. Again, a dynamic way that allows you to go only as far as your body permits today. So let's do this. Bring this, your right hand. I'm going to do left so that it will mirror yours. Bring your right hand up and let the palm face. See, my arm is relaxed. The palm is facing down. Now bring your left hand down so that the two palms are facing each other. Good. Now, as you breathe in, stretch your right hand up. Breathing in, stretch it up. Feel the stretch there as you breathe in. Now, as you breathe out, bend to the left. And feel that stretch increase. Good. Now, when you breathe in, stand up. Breathing in, turn the hands around. Breathing in, keep breathing in. And then breathe out and put the hands in position. The other hand up now. Change over the other hand up. Breathe out. Good. Now, breathing in, stretch up. Stretch up first, stretch to the ceiling. Touch the ceiling. Touch the ceiling with your left hand. Let your ceiling go to the left hand. Left hand go to the ceiling. Left hand. The elbow.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, you have it. Okay, that's fine. Okay, breathing out. Let's go this way. Good. Breathing in, turn again. And breathing out, put the other hand in position. The other hand in position, change over. Breathing in, straight to the ceiling. Breathing out, let's go over. Okay, breathing in, turn. Breathing out, put them in position. Breathing in, stretch up first. And then breathing out, you bend. Good. Turn again, breathing in. And out. And in and stretch. And out and bend. Turn again, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, stretch, breathe out, bend. One more time on each side. So let's start here, breathe in, out in position, in and stretch, and out and bend. The last time on this side, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in and stretch, breathe out. Good. Now let's keep the hands down. I'm sure you felt the stretch on this side. Okay. And that works in the whole band. You cannot work only, you have to work on the whole of the band. Now let's do something for the arms. We're going to do something for the arms. Okay. We're going to try and get the effects of all those things they lift with the weights, but without any weight. Remember, we're using our body to listen. So let's start by bringing the hands up so the back of the hands are together. The back of the hands together. Good. Okay. Now I'm going to. Okay. Okay. And if you stretch, you feel the stretch traveling already here. Feel this place already stretching. Okay. Now let's stretch more. Bend, point the fingers down and then in, And stretch out again. Excellent. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay. Good. Mm-hmm. And you feel it, the upper arms, as if you've been lifting weights. And if you can get it a little faster, just a little faster. And remember to stretch out fully before you come in, but only as far as your body allows you today. I'll keep repeating that phrase. Only as far as your body allows you today. Keep going. Good. Okay. That's good. 5 more. 4 more. Stretch it out, stretch it out, stretch it good. 3 more. 2 more. 1 more. Now we're going to change. We're going to keep the arm movement, but now separate the arms. But keep the same hand movements now to the sides. Let them stay there. Keep the same hand movements. And let it go all the way. Feel it up to the shoulders. The fingers are pointing down initially, and we're going the same thing. And you feel the upper arms stretching like you're lifting weights. Now let's bring the hands up. Let's work them up. Keep bringing them up to shoulder level. Good. Now they are shoulder level. Keep moving. Now I'm going to do one hand at a time. I'm going to do such a way that it will start from the tip of one finger, travel like a wave to the shoulder, across the chest to the other finger. So watch me. I'm going to start here. It comes across and then goes down. I'm turning to look at the hand. So it's a dance. I look at my knees. I'm moving my knees. I'm dancing actually.
Break dance,
Yeah, break dance. Exactly. Do a break dance. Maybe we should have some break dance music, but keep it rhythmic. Keep moving. One hand, and keep. Okay, good. Now let's relax a little. Excellent. Shake out the arms. You feel it? Yeah? Yeah. So it doesn't take too long, too much things to exercise the body. We exercise the back, the spine, and now the upper arms. Shake them out. Okay. Now, we're going to do another activity that is going to rotate the spine. Bring the arms up this way and let them float. They're floating on something. Now I'm going to turn to your right, which is my left. Let's turn to the right. Turn to the right. Follow it with our gaze. And then as you're turning, you allow this other finger to travel up the arm to the shoulder. Good. And now come back to the front. The finger travels down again. And then turn to your left, which is my right. And then come back to the front. Okay, now to do it, now let's do it to breathing. Everything has to do with breathing. So breathe in. As you breathe out, you go to the side and the finger travels up the shoulder. As you breathe in, you come back to the front. As you breathe out, you go to the other side. As you breathe in, you come back to the front. Good. Breathe out to your right. Breathe in to the front. Breathe out to your left. Breathe in to the front. Now let's increase a little. Allow your feet to separate a little. This time when I turn, I want to turn the leg out this way and move this one also so that this one can go back and actually feel the rotation. So ready? Let's start. Okay. Hands there. Okay. Breathe in. As you breathe out, you turn this leg out. You move this heel up, and then you take this hand back. Gives you more stretch. Okay, breathe in and come back to the front and bring the legs to face front again. Okay, breathe out, come to the other leg out, do the other thing, and take the hand back. Breathe in, bring everything back to the front. Again. Okay, breathe out, turn. Now this time, take your hand back and see if you can wrap it around your body. See how far you can go. Breathing out fully. Only as far as you can go today. Now breathing in, come back to the front. Okay, the other side, turn the leg out, do the back heel, take the hand back, and if you can wrap around the body, do that. Breathing in, come back. One more time on each side. Let's go this way. Breathe out. Wrap. Breathe in, come back to front. Okay, the other side, breathe out. And wrap. Breathe in, and come back. Good. Now let's drop the hands. So far we're doing good, right? Okay. Now let's change now. Oh, you want to log in your people, right? Still there. That's it time. Okay. Now this time, I'm going to stand sideways so you can face me, but it's good if you can face me so you can, but I'm going to stand sideways so you can see what I'm doing. But turn your mat to face this way. Turn your mat to face me. But I'm going to stand sideways so you can see me from the side. Okay. Okay. Good. Okay, now stand towards the front of your mat. Allow space at the back because we're going to step back at some point. So stand towards the front. Okay. Now this is, I'm going to do it slowly. It's a very classical yoga pose called the Surya Namaskar, which means sun salutation. It's one of the important warming up exercises that in a classical yoga class you have to see, but we're not going to do it as fast as it. We're going to do it slowly. Take each of the steps slowly. So let's stand feet together for this one. Okay, breathe in. Now when you breathe out, bring your palms together in front of your chest. Good. And then when you start breathing in, take your hands out in front. Keep breathing in as your hands go up to the side of the head. Keep breathing in and bend back as far as you can bend today. Just bend back. Still breathing in. Good. Now let's start breathing out. Slowly, we'll bend from the waist. Breathing out. See how slowly I'm getting. Breathing out. Now, you may have to allow your knees to bend so that your hands will come down to the floor. So your knees may need to bend, but I want your fingers to be in line with the toes as you breathe out. On both sides of the legs, in line with the toes. Not in front, but on the sides of the leg. That's breathing out. Now I'm going to take my right leg back. Take the right leg back and put it on the floor behind you. If possible, only if possible, I want to see a 90 degrees here. If possible. If not possible, just take the right leg back. See where I can put it. My hands are still there to support me. Okay, now drop your right knee to the floor. Drop your right knee to the floor. Drop your right knee to the floor. And now let your right toes point away. Your right toes, let them point away. Right toes pointing away. Okay, and now raise your head up and bend your back. Try to bend your back. Raise your head up. And then this right thigh, push it forward. Push your right thigh forward and bend the back and breathe in deeply. Yeah, feel that breath. Good. Okay, now let's put the hands down and take the left leg back to meet the right leg. And I want the body to be straight, as close as possible to straight line. In the plank, this is the plank pose. A very important pose for core strength. Okay? Good. Okay, now, if possible, try to keep your body straight. Don't let it go up this way or down this way. See if you can keep it straight line. Okay, now drop your knees, that's okay. Let's not stay we're not supposed to stay too long. It's because we're trying to show the poses. We're supposed to just go briefly in it. Okay, drop your knees on the floor. Okay? And your fingers should be pointing forward, not pointing to the side. Pointing forward, fingers, good. Okay. Now I'm going to bring my chest down on the floor. Bring the chest down on the floor. That's easy, right? Okay, now slide onto your tummy and lift your chest up. Let your chest come up. Chest up. Okay, now notice that the shoulders tend to go up to the ear. I want the shoulders to go away from the ears towards the floor. Good. Okay, now spring up on your toes. Spring up on your toes now. And push back. Stretch your shoulders. Okay, now drop your left knee on the floor. Drop your left knee on the floor. Left knee drop down. Left knee. And then bring the right leg forward.
If possible, if possible, bring it back between the hands. You can use your hand to push it back there. And now we're going to stretch the left thigh as we breathe in fully and bend the back. Good. Okay, now let's bring the left leg forward to meet the right. Bring the left leg forward to meet the right leg. And breathe out fully. Okay, now let's come up. Come up. Breathing in, we'll come up and go back. Okay, breathing out, we'll drop the hands. Drop your hands. Okay, because we've done it on one side, we have to do it on the other side to balance, then we can leave this one alone. Because we've done it on one side, let's do it on the other side to balance, then we'll do something else. Okay, let's do balance on the other side, right? So we don't work only one side. We want to balance. Whatever you do to the right, do to the left. So let's do the same thing. Stand feet together. Breathe in. Breathe out and bring your palms together. Breathe in. Let's go up. Keep breathing in as you go back. And then start breathing out as you come forward. Allow the knees to bend so that the fingers will come in line with the toes on both sides of the leg. This time we take the left leg out. Remember last time we took the right, so this time the left leg that goes back. Again, if possible, we want to see this as 90 degrees. Then we drop the left knee to the floor. We get the toes to point away. And then we breathe in and stretch, bend the back. Okay, now let's take the right leg back to meet the left and make it plank. Okay, let's drop the knee and bring the chest down between the hands. Okay, now slide onto your tummy and lift your chest up. Push your shoulders down away from your ears. And then spring up on your toes and push your hips back and stretch your shoulder. Now drop your right knee on the floor and bring the left leg forward. Okay, now bring your right leg to meet the left leg. We're coming out of it. And then we stretch up and bend back again. And then we drop the hands. Good. Okay. Okay, you take. Let me show you what we are trying to do when you take a break before we go to the next one. Let me show you the full thing. Which is supposed to be. Let me show you what it's supposed to be like.
Good.
So how long does this practice take?
That's about 1 minute. And notice that I didn't stop until the right leg went back and left leg goes back. You have to be completed. So the first time I went back with the right leg, come forward, and the left leg come forward. That's 1. And usually in a class, you see, my breath is already high. In a normal class, we do this about 12 times at that pace. So by the time you do that, you've done your workout. Okay. Okay, let's do something else. Let's do one more standing before we go down. The plank is very important. I'm going to do something with the plank, but let's do something else. Can you stand up? Oh, you want to check your time, yeah? Yeah, it's about time. It's 8 minutes too. So let's.
8 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we can still do 8 minutes.
Okay. Okay. You wait for your to continue. Are you going to be long?
Okay.
Okay, you're here. Okay.
Let's continue.
Okay. Good.
All right.
Okay, this is where I have to, that one at the beginning. Only as far as your body allows you to do. It's very important for what you're going to do next. Even if it's just this way you do, as long as what we try to do is to show you where we're going, then you go in the direction as far as your body allows you to do. With practice, your body will get there. Okay? Okay. But let's start. Okay, feet together as close as you can get them. Okay, now let's take the arms out, shoulder level, palms facing the floor. Good. Stretch it and feel the stretch up here. Stretch as far as you're comfortable to do. Don't go beyond that. Now bend your wrist and let the fingers point up to the ceiling. Good. And you see the stretch travel down to the forearms. Now rotate your arms and let the fingers point to the back. And then point to the floor. Good. Now bring your palms to meet above the head. Good. And now bring the arms down, shoulder level. Good. Turn the back of the hands together. Back of the hands are now against each other. Now sweep your arms back and clasp them together tightly. Works fine. Not this way if you can get it to press against each other, that's good. And once you do that, you find the stretch is traveling, your whole chest is stretching already, and your upper arms are stretching. Just holding that. And the arms need to come towards the body. See if, just get them away from the body as far as you feel comfortable getting them away from the body. Hold it there. And you feel the stretch of just that simple move. See the exercise is doing. Good. Keep breathing. Now turn the head, look up to the ceiling. Breathe in deeply. Now as you start breathing out, bend from the waist. And bring your chest, if possible, to face the floor, parallel to the floor. If possible, just go as far forward as you can. And pull your arm, pretend that one day your arm is going to point straight to the ceiling. Not today, but just pretend that one day it's going there. So go in that direction. And keep breathing. Breathe out completely. Good. Then as you breathe in, stand up gently. Stand up, stand up, stand up. And release the hands. And shake them out. Shake them out, shake them out. And I'm not recording you guys, I'm just recording this one for. I'm not recording you. I'm not recording you guys, I'm only recording this one for the people who are not here, for you to practice later on at home.
Good, yes.
Okay, let's do that again. Now, did you feel it here? Did you feel it here? Did you feel the chest? Good. Okay, let's do it again. Okay, arms out again, palm facing the floor. Then fingers pointing to the ceiling, fingers pointing to the back and then to the floor. Bring the palms to meet above the head. Bring the arms down to shoulder level.
The back of the hands come together, and you sweep back and clasp the hands tightly together. Let the palms press against each other, chest open, and you feel the stretch in the chest. Pull the arms away from the body. They want to go and touch the body. Tell them, no, not today. You now look up, turn your head, look to the ceiling, and breathe in deeply. And then when you start breathing out, you bend from the waist and bring your chest to face the floor. And again, tell the arms that it's not today, but one day you'll be pointing straight to the ceiling. Let's go in that direction. Not today, just one day to get there, but go in that direction. And then as you start breathing in, you stand up again. Stand up and release the hands. And shake them out. Wow. Okay, we'll do it one more time. This time we're going to pull a little. Go and log in your people. Go and log in. It's time to log them in. We'll wait for you. See, we like you so much. We're not going to leave anybody behind. We'll wait for you. Shake out your hands. Shake out your hands. Everybody felt it here?
My bad.
You see, these are places that most of the time you jog, you forget these parts of the body. You forget that they should be exercised, and the chest. So one thing about yoga is that most of those things they do in the gym with all those equipment. If you show me the thing, if I see the muscle work, I can show you exercise that works the same muscles without any equipment. So now we work muscles that you would have needed to be doing weightlifting. We've done that without any weights.
That's what I do at the physio, and I take so much because of the operation here. So if I can be doing that every day, rather than going to physio.
Okay. We're going to do the same thing now, but this time we're going to hold a little longer. We're going to hold in them and try to take the forward bend a little more. But please remember, I keep saying this every time, only as far as your body allows you. What we do is that we see where we're going. We know that one day we'll get to a point where the arms will point straight to the ceiling. One day. But today it's at this angle. If we do it tomorrow, it will come a little more. Just so that one day together, but today, let me get to where it can go. That's the important thing in all yoga. But it's a static stretching where you gradually get the body into a position and then you hold it to that movement. Then the body stretches into that and learns that. So the next time you do it, it increases. Firming and toning the muscles and stretching them. That's what we do most of the time. You've seen some of them where we do dynamic. Most of them are static. You get there gently, and you do so gently that you cannot hurt yourself. Once your body tells you you're feeling pain, that's where to stop. Don't go beyond that point. In the gym, I've heard them say, no pain, no gain. We don't believe in that in yoga. We have the opposite. Said, if there is tension, then there's no attention. We want to pay attention to what you're doing. So if there's tension, there's no attention. We want attention. That way the muscles work with you. Okay, we're waiting for Madam to finish logging in her students. Okay. While we're waiting for her, anybody had any questions so far?
Oh, yeah.
Anybody have any questions so far while we're waiting for her?
How long would the exercise take?
No, we're about to finish. We're going to. We'll sit down now and then we'll do some sitting exercises and then we'll finish. Okay, and like I said, the video is being recorded. Over the next day or two, I will edit it, just cut out some things, then share it with the NSV. Can they make it available? I'll put it on YouTube, they give you the link. People can now, if you want to download it, give me a shout, and I'll send you one you can download. Put it on YouTube, give the link, and then have the NSV, belongs to NSV. Okay, let's wait for them to come. Yoga is, you can find yoga for your level, no matter what level, whether you're a beginner or an advanced, you can find yoga for your level. If you're advanced, I can show you an advanced one you can try on your own sometime.
So with this yoga, I don't have to go to any gym for subscription.
No. Once you get it, you can press on your own. If you, yeah, that's what I'm saying. You can do it in your house. Or, by the way, I have a yoga service which is online and which has offered I've offered NSV for as long as I can remember. Say, anybody who wants to try before you buy can register for that. I can keep trying. There's no limit to how many sessions you can try. There's no, you can just keep trying. When I'll give you credit, when the credit you just let me know, I'll give you more credit to keep trying. That's part of what we do for our community. Right? Okay. Let me show you one interesting one while we wait for them. One of my very favorite yoga exercises. I like it a lot. It's called a peacock, and you see why it's called a peacock.
My goodness. Wow. How many assistants? This is too far. Sorry. It's really too far.
Huh?
Only this. Let's go. That's really too far. That's good. I need the balance. So are we going to try that?
No. We don't want to scare anybody away. I don't feel that there are levels.
My insurance will not pay.
Do you know, I actually feel all my muscles that have been tense for so long.
Yeah.
Especially my back, because of the it affects my back.
Yeah.
It feels mobile.
Yeah. And we have a special space for back care. What are back care yoga? The theory of back care is that when the back freezes, it's because it's experienced some trauma and doesn't want to walk anymore. So we try to freeze it. So we try to lure the back into doing gentle movements to let it move, and then you find that you free yourself from the pain. Once the back feels, I can actually move with that pain. And next time to move a little more, until you gradually.
I need to go to class. Just because I can already put that in the recording, let people hear that.
It's recording.
Yeah, let them, because this is really good, it's working.
Okay, let's do the third and final one of that one before we sit down to work on the core with the plank. Okay. Waiting for Madame to come.
Just a minute.
We just want to make sure you're not intentionally trying to waste it so that we can go without you.
This should encourage the Nigerian community so that we are working a comeback
When we put up things like this, people should try and come because it's good for the mental health as well.
Yeah.
At least most people here are mental health practitioners. So, all right, let's do it.
Okay, that the third and final one of that one we're doing, but this time we're going to hold a little long before we sit down. Okay, start again. Bring the arms out there. Bend the fingers, let the fingers point to the ceiling, let them point to the back and point to the floor. And then bring the palms to meet above the head. And bring the arms down to shoulder level. Bring the back of the hands together and sweep them back. And clasp the arms tightly. Press the palms together. And the arms want to touch the body, tell them to go away from the body. Push them away from the body and feel the stretch in the arms. Good. Now take the head up, look up to the ceiling. Now we're going to increase the stretch time by pushing the hips forward. Push the hips forward and the head back. Pretend that your chest is going to face the ceiling. Of course, not today, but let's pretend that one day it will face it. So Bend your back so that the chest will pretend it's going to face the ceiling. And then keep breathing in and out. Make sure the hand is not touching the body. The arm is not touching the body. Keep breathing in and out. The arm is not touching the body.
The body is shaking.
Good. Okay, now let's bend forward. Let's bend forward.
Okay.
Again, bring the chest to face the floor. The chest is facing the floor and the arm pulls up to the ceiling. Good. Now, let's allow the chest. Pretend that one day the chest is going to go and lie flat against the thighs. So push the chest in the direction of the thighs. One day, not today, it's going to touch the thighs, but let's go in that direction as far as you can. And then the arms come all the way towards the front. Keep breathing. Don't forget to breathe this time. Keep breathing in and out. Hold it in that position. Relax the neck and let the head hang on its weight. Keep breathing in and out and in and out. And you should feel the stretch increasing in the back of the legs. Keep breathing. Breathe a few more. 5 more. 4. 3. 2. 1. And then let's come up slowly with control. With control. Come up. With control. Shake out those arms. Shake them out. You're enjoying it so much, you want to stay there. Okay, that's good. Okay, now we're going to sit down. Let's sit down. And I'm going to turn my mat to face you. Let me turn my mat this way so I can face you. Okay. Okay, let's sit down and let the legs straight in front, straight out in front. This time, the next series of things we are doing, we are going to work on the abdominal muscles and the core. We'll start with the abdominal muscles. First of all, bring your hands and put them on both sides of the hips, fingers pointing down the thighs. Fingers are pointing down the thighs. Good. Okay. Now see if you can lean back on your elbows. Can you lean back on your elbows? Try and see if you can do that. Yep. Don't lie down yet. We're going to lie down. No, we want to lean down on the elbows. I want us to do this at an angle. No, the elbows, not the back. Good. Okay. Okay, remember, everything we do only as far as your body allows you today. And this one, hold as long as your body allows you. I think you're going too bad. Can you come up a little more, Matthew? A little more. This way.
Forward.
I don't want your back to touch the floor. Your back is touching the floor. Is it? Okay, good. Okay. Now, take right leg up. Right leg, take it up. Only the right leg. Good.
With the elbow on the ground.
Okay. Okay, bring it down. Bring it down. Okay, down. Okay, now take the left leg up.
I did it.
And down. Down. Good. Down. Okay. Now you sit up and watch me. Sit up and watch you. Out. The next one we're going to do is now going to work on this muscle here, the back, the abdominal muscles. I'll show you one version. If you cannot do that version, then I'll show you the next version. So let me show you what we're going to do. The same thing, we start this way. We take this leg up about this high. Now, what is space between the heel and the floor? And I'll bring the left leg halfway between them. And that works on these muscles here. Good, that's it, exactly. Okay, now let's try that. If it doesn't work, then I'll show you which other different version. Okay, let's try. So put the hands against the hips, elbows leaning back. Okay, now take the right leg up. No, take the right leg up first, and then bring the left halfway between that and the floor. Good. Then hold as long as you feel. Whenever you had enough, just bring your legs down. Good, that's it. Excellent, that's good. That's good. Okay, now let's come down. Good. I can hear the that's good. Okay, let's do the other side. Left leg up,
and right halfway. Good. Good. Excellent. Now come down. Good. Good. I'm very happy because everyone felt it here, right?
Yes.
Okay. It's a two-way relationship where there's a two-way relationship that the longer you hold it, it means the tighter this place is, and the tighter this place is, the longer you hold it. So if you're into working for your core and abs, then this is what you have to include in your routine. Initially, you can start with only 2 seconds. And in my classes, that's when I show people how long 15 seconds. And sometimes I set the time at 15 seconds. I find that 15 seconds is a very long time. Okay. Now, let's try another one. Start with putting the hands. We're still working on the abs. When I put the hands down here, just down there. Okay, good. Okay, now I'm going to slide them in and lean back a little. Slide the hands in and lean back a little. Good, that's fine. Okay. Now, try to lift both legs up together at the same time. Without leaning on the elbow, just the hands. And then, good. Even if it's 1 inch, good. Hold it. And then come down. Good. Okay, see? Okay. When you start practicing that, you get to a point where the hand is no longer bearing any weight. The hand is just there for balance. And you get to a point where you can take the leg up and let the hands come off the floor. It's working on this. This is where we want to work on. Because we always know about the subcutaneous fat, the fat under the skin. But the visceral fat in the organs here are the serious ones we want to get rid of. And these are the ones that work on those fats in that place, the abs. But for now, just put your hand out for balance and lift, even if it's 1 inch. Even if it's 1 inch. Okay. Excellent. Okay, so this is something you can work, add into your routine for that. Huh? Okay, let's come in. You cannot finish any exercise on the core without talking about the plank. So let's work on a variation of the plank that is very important for core. So I'm going to turn my mat. I think I'll leave it. Yeah, turn it sideways so that you can see this one. Turn my mat sideways again. Okay, let's lie on the side. Lie on your side, on the right side, with the elbow on the elbow, not fully. Let the elbow support you. So the fingers are pointing to the front. Good.
Right.
Okay, no, maybe. Okay, no, this way. This will lie on your left so you can see. This people on this side lie on your left so you can see what we're doing. Then, please, you see the first one here. So people on this side lie on your left, one side lie on your right. The elbow, the fingers are pointing to the front. Okay, the legs are stacked on each other. One leg is down, one is on top of it. Legs are stacked on top of each other. Okay, stack them. Good. Okay, that's fine. Now, what I want you to do, to start with, you find that there's a little bend here. You're not straight. So push the legs back so you get a straight line. Get a straight line. Push the legs back, you get a straight line. Good. Okay. Now, to start with, put the other hand on the floor in front of you. Okay? You need that to support you. Okay? Check that you're straight here. Are you straight here? Check that you're straight there. This hand is supporting you. And the leg is stacked on each other. Put the leg on top. Good. Okay, now as you breathe in, I want you to push up your hips off the floor. Push up. Good, that's it. Up, straight line. Good. As you breathe out, you drop. Excellent. Let's try again. Okay, ready? Breathe in and push up. Excellent. And breathe out and down. Now, see if you can do it without the other hand. See if you can put it with the hand here. If not, put it, the hand is just okay. Try again. Breathe in and push up. Push up. Hold it for some time off the floor. Good. And breathe out, down. Excellent. You find it stretching the side here. Feel that stretch. Okay, one more time before we change to the other side. Breathe in, push up. You can put your hand to support you, or you can take the hand off and come down. Excellent. Good. Let's try the other side. Let's try the other side. Let's try the other side. Again, we start by lying on the elbow. Okay. The first thing we do is to push the legs back so we get a straight line. Push the legs back and get a straight line. Straight line. Okay, now breathe in, push up. You can put a hand to support you, or you can put it on your thigh. And when you breathe out, you come down. Let's try again. Breathe in, push up. Breathe out, come down. Let's go again. In and up. Out and down. One last time before we change something. In, up, and down. Good. Down. Excellent. And sit up.
How come I could do it with the right side better than the left?
Remember what I told you earlier? I said that sometimes something you can do today may not be able to do tomorrow. And one side may do something that the other side may not be doing today and tomorrow. So it's natural. Okay, the last one. This is the last one, I promise you. This is the last one. Especially for people who have lower back issues. Okay. Sit. Maybe I should turn and face you again for this one. I should turn and face you. Okay. Legs straight out in front. Okay, bring your left leg in. Bring it in. And then take the knee to the side. Some people can put the knee on the floor. See where yours can go. Good. Okay. Now we're going to get the back muscles to move in a way that allows you to decide how far you can move. You put your hands down on the right leg, or the leg is straight out. Okay, now watch me as I breathe in. As you breathe in, draw your hands in. Draw them on as you breathe in. Keep drawing them in. Breathing in, they go up to the ceiling. Breathing out, you come forward. And you start breathing in again. Take it up. Breathing out, you go forward. Breathing in, you come up again. Up to the ceiling. Breathing out, you go forward. Good. Breathing in again. Come up, take it to the ceiling. Breathing out. Okay, this last time, breathing in. Come up. Breathing out. Go down. But this time, hold the leg where you can reach. Hold it there. Hold it there. And then feel the stretch in the back. Hold firm grip on the leg and use that firm grip to pull your chest a little forward. Keep breathing in and out. Keep breathing in and out and in and out. See how low you can go. And now gently breathe in and head, body up. How's that? You feel the back muscles stretching. Eventually, when you keep doing that, you get to a point where that last one, you can actually go all the way down. But for now, just go as far as you can, just moving the back muscles. For people who have back problem, it gets the back muscles moving. And you determine how far you can move. And with practice, you can go further each time. So let's do it on the other leg and then we'll close today. So take the other leg out and this one in. And then, again, the knee to the side. And then the hands on that leg. Okay, as you start breathing in, you bring it in. The hands go up. Breathing out, you go forward. And breathing in, you come up again. Hands up, breathing out, forward. Breathing in, hands up again. Breathing out, forward. The last one, breathing in, hands up, breathing out, forward, and now hold it there. Firm grip on the leg.
And use that to pull the chest and feel the stretch increasing in the back. Keep breathing in and out, but remember only as far as you can comfortably hold today. Don't push too much, but hold and breathe. Good, now breathe in and come up.
Okay. Now, no yoga session is complete without relaxation, so you have to lie down for a short relaxation. So lie on your back. Lie on your back. Allow your feet to separate a comfortable distance. Allow your palms to face the ceiling at a comfortable distance from the body. And allow your eyes to close gently. Allow your eyes to close gently. And then listen to my direction as I direct you to scan the body. And we want to consciously relax the muscles of the body just for a short while today. Now, with your eyes closed, focus all your attention on the toes. Nothing else in the world matters except your toes. Now let your awareness travel from the toes going up over the feet to the ankles. And then up the legs, you get to the knees. You continue up and get to the hips. Now bring your attention to the lower abdomen and go over the tummy to the upper abdomen. Then come back to the center of the tummy and focus on the navel. From the navel, let your attention move sideways on both sides and wrap around to the lower back, closing from both sides to the middle. Then take the attention to the tip of the tailbone and go up the spine from there. Slowly, you pass the middle back and you get to the upper back. Now bring the attention to the shoulder blades. From there, go sideways into the armpits, come down the sides, then go up the rib cage to the chest, closing from both sides to the middle, then go up the middle to the point between the breasts. Go sideways onto the breasts, then up to the shoulders, down the upper arms to the elbows, down the lower arms to the wrists. Go over the palms to the fingers, and then to the back of the hands. Come up the arms again, passing the wrists, you pass the elbows, you get to the shoulders, and then to the back of the neck. Wrap around to the throat. Then over the chin, the jaws, and the lips to the cheeks. Explore the cheeks, and then bring the attention to the tip of the nose. Go over the bridge of the nose to the eyes. Check the eyeballs. Check the eyelids. Check the eyebrows. Then go over the forehead to the top of the head. And with that, the body is now totally and completely relaxed. Now let's take the attention to the breathing. Try and focus on the breathing. To help you focus on the breathing, become aware of the contact that the breath makes with the lining of the nostrils. Every time you breathe in, feel that contact with the nostril. Air. And when you breathe out, feel the air make contact with the nostrils coming out. Follow that contact in and out. And that allows you to focus on the breathing. Anytime you want to focus on the breathing, you use that contact, the awareness of the contact, as a way to focus on the breathing. And as you do that, also try to slow down the out breath. So you're conscious of the contact and you're slowing down the out breath every time you breathe. Keep breathing that way, focusing on the breathing. Follow the air going in, making contact, and follow it coming out, making contact. And as you focus on the breathing, you notice the breathing becomes relaxed and calm. And by focusing on the breathing, the mind follows the breathing and the mind becomes relaxed and calm. Keep the mind on the breathing and it will remain calm. In and out. Now bring the attention back to the chest and go to the shoulders from there. Go down the arms, passing the elbows, you get to the wrists. Pass the palms and get to the fingers. Keeping the eyes closed, gently wiggle your fingers. The eyes are still closed as you gently wiggle your toes. Allow the arms and the legs to start moving slowly and gently. Allow the feet to come together, the eyes are still closed. Let the arms go over the head. Give your body a very gentle stretch. Roll onto your right side, allow the knees to bend. Eyes are still closed and then push up quietly to a sitting position, keeping the eyes closed for a while. Sit quietly in a sitting position. The eyes are, any position you feel comfortable sitting, whether the legs are crossed or stretched out, anyhow, you sit quietly and keep the eyes closed. And as you sit quietly, sit up, push up and sit up quietly. In any comfortable sitting position. Sit, close the eyes and sit quietly. And as you sit there, mentally observe how relaxed your body is and how calm your mind is. And affirm to yourself that when you need to relax, to get rid of stress and tension, that you will have full control to bring yourself to this level of relaxation. Tell that to yourself, make that affirmation. When you need to relax, you will have full control to get to this level. With that, put the palms over the face, fingers pointing up. Then stroke the fingers down the face, and when they pass the eyes, allow the eyes to open to end the session. Good. Any comments?
I almost fell asleep.
That's good. That's
Somebody was sorry.
that means that you relax. That's good. Now, sometimes people say that they cannot sleep. Anytime you cannot sleep at night, if you can lie down like that and scan your body from one place to another, we actually have this recorded. You can actually play the audio because some people can do it. Some people need somebody to direct them. That's one way to avoid any sleeplessness. Just lie back, go from your toes, or by the time you get to your head, you'll be sleeping. Okay. Good. So we thank the Nigerian Society of Victoria for organizing this, and we hope that we'll have more of these things to do with fitness and wellness for everybody.
And thank you for coming too.